What's good, old heads? It's your boy, Mr. Michael.
And your girl, the Mac Diva, Big Gwen.
Hey, Diva, we're doing the Bringing the Passion Back series. Maybe I want to ask you a question because we talk about passion and the days where men and women were vulnerable and this, that, and the other. And because of the masculine little world that we live in nowadays, the question is going to be relevant. Coming from a woman, how do you feel about a man being vulnerable enough to cry in front of you?
I mean, well, I can't. That's supposed to be expected. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be able to do stuff like that. If it's something that hurts you like that, you're supposed to be able to do that without judgment. At the end of the day, this label that people put on us, and men do this and women do that, and that shit is just out of control. At the end of the day, we all just human. Shit hurts some motherfucking times. You know what I'm saying? Right. I would rather he did than he didn't. I put it like that. Even if it's an ugly cry, you ain't even got to be like,
yeah.
I want snot and all that shit.
yeah. Listen, I'm one of the ones that I don't mind being vulnerable. I got feelings. What I'm saying. And I wear mine on my sleeve. So if I gotta cry, I'm gonna cry. What I mean? But we do live in a society nowadays where men and honestly, if I'm being transparent, I can't even say just this generation, because all throughout time, men was pretty much taught suck that shit up.
You don't cry, don't hit a girl.
Yeah.
You crying, men don't cry. Man up, boy.
Yeah.
Yes, and then when men snap because they didn't have an outlet, then it's just his fault. He didn't have to. Yeah, he did. He built that shit up on him because you've been telling him that if he said something about feeling this way, that he was a punk.
Yeah. But to debunk that stereotype that comes in, and you know what? That's a black man thing. But we're not going to get into that conversation. But some of the most beautiful love came from men being vulnerable enough to let their woman in to that side of them.
Correct.
And it made me think about music. And so today, we are going to cover that very topic through music with the OJs and Cry Together. Some of the best passion came from vulnerability. Here we go.
And again, the talking.
Yeah.
Me and my woman, we've been going through a lot of changes for about 6 months or so. It's been real hard to talk to one another. A relationship ain't nothing without communication. How we were laying in bed, the both of us looking at the ceiling overhead, eyes wide open about 3 o'clock in the morning. I said, baby, we can't go on this way.
The most beautiful thing about this is while he's saying that, you can actually see it. like you can actually, this is like a movie. You can see it.
Right, visualizing.
Yeah.
I just want to tell you before you start that back up that something just popped in my mind all of a sudden. And as much as I love music, this is probably actually gonna shock you, because I grew up with this stuff, right? I've always known what was so great about it. But do you know how old I was before I could discern the difference between the old? It's like they all came to me as one sound. So I never thought about, okay, that's Eddie, or that's this, or this, or that. I just always assumed everything was Eddie. I was probably on my way to my 20s before I was able to first discern the difference between them.
Yeah. No, real. I could see that.
I thought about it because Eddie was always like a front man. That's how they treated him. So
yeah.
But then we had to think about the days that when we were growing up in the music that we heard, everybody in the band did sing.
Yeah.
Everybody saw on the album cover saying something, even if they was drummers and shit, they was still singing.
They were
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No. I mean, honestly, I'm not even like thrown off by that. I can see that. That makes perfect sense, especially with this. That makes perfect sense. All right.
I said, I know you love me, and I love you. Then we started holding each other. I felt a tear roll down my face. Last night, me and my woman, we cried together.
Cried together.
Said we cried, we cried together. Ain't nothing wrong.
Oh, I'm sorry. Me and you was looking at the same thing.
Took off.
Hey, the moves, boy. The moves. And they
What's
rehearsed the
crazy about it
moves.
is right now to this day, and I want to give a shout out to Eddie because Eddie done suffered so much loss. Like, bro,
Man.
that fucks me up because he lost all his kids. But what's really crazy to me is even now, them at the ages they are now, they still pretty good looking damn men. They don't look much different than they did then.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Not at all, but yeah, they took off. They like.
I'm gonna tell you, other than until in music, you know, you had your Marvin Gaye's and you had all of them, but I think in until Gerald came along and kind of basically cloned his daddy's voice,
which he couldn't hear.
In this time, Eddie had one of the most identifiable voices in all of music. Like when that voice built it,
distinctive as fuck.
You knew exactly what the fuck was going on when he was singing. That was
Gerald didn't have a choice, but what it'll never fuck me up how different Sean sounded.
I know. Didn't have any of that bass. None of it. He tried to growl in a few songs and the shit just didn't sound right.
Didn't have any of that bass.
Hey. All right, let's get it.
Ain't nothing wrong with you. No.
Ain't nothing wrong with you. Ain't nothing wrong with me.
There ain't nothing
we going through relationship shit
with me. We're not the only people in the world who go through ups and downs. All we have to do is talk, we can work it out. Oh, let me kiss your eyes, let me wipe the tears away. Let me hold you tight, tomorrow we'll feel better 'cause it's a brand new day. Oh, last night, me and my woman, we cried together. Said we cried, we cried together. Now we have times when we laugh harder. We even go out on the town and we party.
Hey, I think it's important to point out the way that this song is written. Again, we talk about it, everything was constructed like a movie. You could actually like I don't know. It was just the way it made you feel
Right.
throughout the course of the song. But this kind of talking about the question that I asked you, throughout this song, because he's talking about all of this stuff as part of having a successful relationship,
Right.
is having good times, having bad times, communication, and even being vulnerable enough for us to cry together is
Right.
all part of, and then the making up and the what it's like, all of it.
He's
And it's
just
kind of,
describing a relationship, a real
this
relationship.
song is, yeah, this song is actually giving people the blueprint to a successful relationship, is being able to embody all of this.
And don't it piss you off how many people miss it?
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
will never stop saying that.
and still gonna miss it. We sitting here telling them what it means, and they still gonna miss it.
I can hear somebody arguing with me right now. I mean, he just saying it. Him and his bitch was crying.
Nah, he's literally sitting here breaking down to you what it takes to make a relationship successful.
Exactly.
Like in this song, it's like this, and it's beautiful the way they're doing it though. But that's I just had to get that out, because like he's literally giving you step by step the playbook to a relationship.
We ain't the only ones to go through up and down.
Every day
Right,
the
right.
sun doesn't shine, sometimes it has to rain. Just like we enjoy the pleasure,
We have
we
to stand
have
the
to
pain.
stand the pain. Oh, let me kiss your eyes, let me wipe the tears away. Oh, let me hold you close, let's talk to each other. I wanna hear what you gotta say. Oh,
That's it.
last night, sweet last night, me and my woman.
Stop right before he starts hollering right here. I gotta say that. No, seriously, I gotta say that. I always point out, especially we doing these love songs,
Yes,
fellas,
sir.
fellas. There's a line he just said. There's a line he just said that can end every argument that you ever have with your woman. He said, well, of course, the wipe your tears away. But this motherfucker said, let's
I
talk. I
want to
want to
hear.
hear what you have to say. Do you understand how powerful that is? I want to hear what you have to say, bruh.
Because as a woman, is so many times that naturally, especially, I have had the opportunity in my life to deal with leaders.
Yeah,
My boys, whoever I've been with, whatever. I am a king of the pack type broad. I can't have males in my life that aren't alphas. Okay, I
right,
want to say that
right,
first. So with that being said, because most of the time I'm around so many leaders, it's true they do have the best ideas and stuff, but it's a very fine line between knowing you have the best idea and exercising that without making your partner feel like she ain't got no voice.
right.
You know what I mean? It's a fine line between that. I've been blessed, but
Yeah,
everybody has not. And so for him to say, "Yeah, believe it or not, that's a big thing," let's talk to each other because I want to hear what you got to say.
I want to hear what you have to say.
That's
Yeah,
imperative. That's imperative, but it goes unmissed because a lot of men are like shit. I mean, because this is the best way to do it, and you know it's gonna turn out right. But then you know what I'm saying? You got to leave that door open. Or either sometimes he think it's going to turn out right, but then that don't mean that we supposed to be bitches about it. Because, I mean, I done had them instances, too, when I wait till all the friends are gone and be like, hey, you know what I was thinking? It was cool the way you going to do that, but what if, and try to present some shit to make it seem like it was his idea. You know what I'm saying?
right.
And we got the better result. It's an issue of respect, man. You got to hear me and I got to hear you. And then we got to, you know what I'm saying, work these things out. I love that. Thank you for pointing
But
that out.
fellas, but fellas, let me give you a little bit more adding on to what Diva just informed y'all. Peep game from somebody that has experience in both sides of this. um, check it out. Do you realize that most of the time, so y'all running around here talking about, damn, she always talks, she always got something to say, do you realize most of the stuff that she has to say, she only has to say because you make her feel like what she has to say is not important? Like, honestly, most of the time she wants to be heard because she feels unheard. But if you were in positions where you made your woman feel like her voice mattered to you, half the shit y'all listen to, you wouldn't have to listen to.
You wouldn't have to listen to. But then another thing you need to point out when you are expressing that is that because at that time, this relationship could be everything to her. She wants to
That's
work.
right.
She's showing you that she wants to be heard. You don't listen. And then all of a sudden, they start saying, shit, I went and asked her, did she want something to eat? She was like, no, she wasn't hungry. She ain't barely
Right.
talking anymore. Understand your way out the door, motherfucker.
Yeah. Yeah. I've said it, and listen, honestly, that's a twofold. That's that's a two-sided coin too, because I've said that same thing. Like, men and women teach each other how to respond to each other. So I'm gonna try a certain thing, and based on how you respond to what I try, is going to determine how I move going forward. So if you're not listening to what I have to say, then later on when I'm not talking at all, realize that you trained me to be that way.
Mm-hmm. Don't realize that at that point, I'm like, he don't give a fuck. No, I don't give a fuck. So
Nah, listen, hey, isn't it funny? This is what real music. This is what real music could do, though. You realize this one song has started this whole conversation about so many different areas. You know, that's what good music could do. Music is I don't care if nobody says music.
Women only do when you think that they doing the most outlandish shit, though, that's because they care. When they don't care no more.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah.
Men, when they don't give a fuck no more, they tend to get disrespectful because they want to show you that they don't care no more. Women are just like, I don't care no more, and I don't care enough about you to tell you that I don't care. Fuck it. I'm just working on. Like, talk to you for what? You know what I'm saying? We don't even have it in us to be like, I'm just going to tell him it's over. It's like, shit, nigga, you figured out everything else on your own. Figure that out, too. I'm not saying nothing else. The porch could be on fire. Now, even the porch is fire, I'm gonna let you walk right on out the door because I wasn't looking. I didn't think about you leaving. I thought about me leaving. I wasn't leaving, so I didn't give a fuck.
You know what's fucked up? At some point during all of our conversations, we end up crossing a topic that we can start a whole other podcast about. You and me always.
Man, they don't know. Y'all come to lunch with us one day. Y'all be like, these motherfuckers is for real. That is just not. And they get you involved.
Right. Hey, let's go ahead and let Eddie finish his holler.
Right.
We cry together. Said we and then we made love. Love like we never made love before. You know, we start hugging each other and kiss, cry, and I wipe the tears from her face, and now love all over the place. What love together. Say we, there's nothing wrong with you together, and there ain't nothing wrong with me. Together. We're not the only people in the world who go through ups and downs and changes and turns around.
Hey.
That was at the point where that little came in and I didn't get to. That is all right.
That man said they went through that whole song talking about all the ups and downs, and then we cried together. And at the very end, if you do the relationship right, and then we made love like we never made love before. because I allowed myself to be vulnerable with my woman.
That's usually where it leads.
y'all ain't getting it. Y'all ain't getting it.
A vulnerable moment usually leads to that.
Y'all ain't getting it. Hey.
It just made me laugh when it first came on because Shantaria posted this thing. She sent it to the group chat the other day, and it made me laugh because it was two people all in each other's face or whatever, and it said, "My boyfriend caught me crying, and he crewed too, and we both crowed together." That was so dumb, but it was so fucking hilarious. I was just like, "What is he?" And he crewed too, and we both crowed. Oh, that's so.
Oh shit!
That's so dumb. I had to send you that. That shit is crazy.
The funniest part about that is whoever wrote that shit was probably like 100% like sure that was exactly what she was.
You know what? That's probably what made me laugh about it because I see so much stuff that just had me like, come on, you can't believe this is right.
Why you be coming on here changing my color like this?
Hey, them light skin problems.
That shit was hilarious. We crewed together. No, we crewed and crowed together. Man, fuck.
That motherfucker said that he crewed too. That was my first. I was done. It took me a minute to finish reading that after he crewed too. I was like, what?
Hey, no matter what generation we in, reading is still fundamental, y'all.
Man. You know, I don't say that. I try not to say nothing. But if I get around you and you talk like that for real, you talk too wrong. We can't be friends because you.
I could imagine your face if somebody said that in front of you.
You like you what? Because I don't have big questions. How could you even think that? What? Okay, so were you ever in a grade?
Hey y'all, hey listen, so Diva lesson 24. Diva has the inability to let shit go by without addressing it. She has no muscle for that. So if that happens in her face, she's not the type that can just sit there and look at you and be like, yeah, I'm just gonna let that ride. Before the night is over with, she's gonna have to address that.
Because that's crazy. And most of the time it's right there. And I'm just sitting, cause I'm like, what? Dead in the middle of that conversation. That ain't even right. Did that sound right to you?
Hey, let's go ahead and let this end because we'll keep going. Hey, y'all, that was the OJs. We cried together, fellas. The younger fellas, the older fellas know, but y'all take notes on that shit. Real talk. But hey, if y'all like this video, make sure that you click the like button. Make sure you're subscribing to the channel. And as my sister will always tell y'all,
share, share, share.
That's it. Hey, we love y'all.
All right.